TNTM the Show presents Talking Nerdy with your host,
Pablo Gunner.
and I'm JD. And as you can see, we're testing out this newfangled thing that we've come across and see how well it works. But we're going to talk nerdy to you about what we've been up to and checking out lately. PlayStation games, movies, TV shows, whatever. We'll talk about it.
For September 2018.
Yeah, because what's today's date? It's like, what, the 9th?
The 9th.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to talk about everything up to date. I don't think we're going to have to worry about spoilers or anything because I haven't really watched anything worth spoiling. So, yeah, Pablo, what do you want to talk about first?
Well, let's go ahead and cover the video games for the month, PlayStation Plus and Xbox Gold.
Okay. For PlayStation Plus, we have God of War 3 Remastered. It is an amazing game. It is on the PS4. It's the same thing as the PS3 with better trophies, whatnot, and better graphics. Destiny 2 is also free for the time being, but that should be going off as free within like the next week. And Another World, which is a classic Super Nintendo game, has been remastered and put on the PS4, and it is gorgeous. I love it. So
and Here They Lie.
Here They Lie?
Yeah, that's the other main one.
I did not even check that out, so I really don't even know anything about it.
And then for Xbox Gold, it is Prison Architect for September 1st through 30th for the Xbox One. Then Live Lock for Xbox One, that's September 16th through 15th. Then for the 360 games, which you can also play on the Xbox One, which is Star Wars Episode 3, I think.
Dude, that's such an awesome game.
Or it just says Star Wars 3, and it's September 1st through 15th.
Oh, so it's Lego Star Wars 3.
Yes, it's the Lego. Sorry, I didn't say it was the Lego. Yeah, sorry.
So
It's the Lego Star Wars 3. And then the other game is Monster World Sega Vintage, which is September 16th through 30th. So let's talk about these games, which is, okay, Destiny 2 being like not that old.
No, they just released the Forsaken DLC.
Yeah, being free, that's nuts to me. I'm like, I really want to get in on this to at least test it out,
Yeah.
And I know God of War 3 is a phenomenal game because I played it. I played it on the PS3. It's a phenomenal game. I imagine it's even better, runs better, looks better on
the PS4
remastered. And then I don't know about that Here They Lie game.
I didn't even mess with it. I just added it to my library and kind of been playing other games. So
it looks interesting. So and that's the thing for the Xbox stuff. I'm just Prison Architect. You're building a prison. You got to keep it running, and
it's Sim City for prisons.
It's kind of, but not. But it's like kind of cutesy, like Bobble, Funko Pop style looking character, sort of.
Okay.
Instead, it's more cartoony. I don't know what Live Lock is. It looks kind of cool. I really don't care for the Lego games that much.
Although I did play Lego Star Wars 3 on the PS3, and I enjoyed the heck out of it. It's all Clone Wars, all animated Clone Wars.
Yeah. So, and then Monster World, I don't really know that much about that.
Well, I don't either.
So that's an older thing. So, but okay, cool. So what have you been up to?
Well, I've been playing, of course, Destiny 2 a little bit. That was pretty good. I'm enjoying that. I've been playing a little bit of the beta of Battlefield 5. It's a reskin of Battlefield 1. So if you like Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5 is for you. It's World War II. If you didn't like Battlefield 1, you're not going to like Battlefield 5. I didn't like Battlefield 1. I don't like Battlefield 5. That's how it is. And then this weekend, the wife and I have been playing the hell out of Spider-Man because, well, it's Spider-Man. It is amazing, spectacular, sensational. I can't even begin to give you all the adjectives. I love the hell out of it.
Yeah, the reviews from what I've seen has been really great. Like the costumes and just the story. I've heard I think the biggest shortcoming that it has, I've heard, is like the boss fights. Not necessarily, well, yeah, just the boss fights in general, and that there's kind of not enough of them. I don't know. Just boss fights in general.
There's a lot of stuff to do. I've gone through and found all the backpacks. I've completed all the location pictures. I'm working on the secret location pictures. I completed all the Black Cat missions. Yeah, I've been doing all the side quests and stuff before I'm getting to the main part of the story. So
Awesome.
I love it.
I bet.
What have you been playing, Pablo?
Me, I've just been playing the same stuff. I've been playing Injustice on the Xbox 360. It's like the gold edition. So that's what I've been playing. I'm just trying to get achievements, and I've just been playing like the regular battle mode, like classic battle mode, trying to beat it with all the characters because I want to get that achievement. I am kind of bored because I've done all the heroes and I'm like, all right, I'm bored with this. I want to try something different. So I think I might do a different mode. I don't know, like the story mode, or like there's some challenge mode. The what is it, like Star Labs or something?
Yeah, the Star Labs stuff.
I want to try to get other achievements. I did get one where it was like hit somebody through all the different, because there's like 3 different levels in the Metropolis level that you can hit them through.
Yeah.
So I did get that achievement recently. So that was kind of cool. So that's the thing, is that game is really fun. If like just it's fun. It's a fun fighting game because there's objects that you can grab and then you can hit them through levels, so it keeps it different and stuff like that. So that's always cool. But after a while, once you get used to the same levels, the thing is, each character, they react differently to different ones. So like if they're really powerful characters, they'll just grab it and hit you with it. But if they're like a more agile character, they'll like bounce off of it to attack you or something instead. So it depends on the characters and stuff. And so yeah, I really like Hawk Girl. She's really awesome. I don't care for like the too overly powerful characters, that's like Martian Manhunter or Superman. They're almost the same character.
You love your Dick, though. You gotta love.
I do love Dick. Yeah, because you can have the 2 machinima sticks, or you can stick them into one and use a bow staff, and then you can electrify it. Yep. So it is just cool as hell. I love it because it's like it changes. Like I said, I get bored easily with fighting games, so now it just changes your fighting game style because bow staff to you have 2 weapons to 1 weapon, so it's really cool. I like that a lot. That's pretty wicked. So yeah, I've been playing on very easy though, so it's really hard for me to get their specials. I couldn't even figure out how to get Batgirl special because it says it's the same. You just pull the triggers, and I'm like, my thing's full. I'm pulling the triggers. It's not doing it. I don't know what's going on.
You got to be a certain distance away for certain characters.
So, but yeah, it's still cool. I've also been playing Uncharted 4 a little bit. The story is interesting. I like it. The brother thing, it's just still the same thing. I'm waiting to get betrayed by my brother, and I don't know. I just keep on finding it boring. Like there's certain parts that are exciting. For the most part, I'm just kind of bored playing it, which is weird because I just heard nothing but good things about it. And I enjoyed the hell out of 2. 3 wasn't as good as 2, but it was still good. And I'm just super bored with 4. I don't know what's going on. So I thought about getting Spider-Man 4, but what I tried to do so I used to be a GameFly member, and so every year they send me a thing, and they're like, "Hey, we want you back as a member for $1." And so I'm like, "Heck yeah, I'll get the 2 discs out." And I'll do that for 1 month and then I'll cancel it. Usually when you try to cancel the first time, they'll give you a discount on that. So they'll be like, regularly it's like $22 or it's like $22 for the 2 disc regularly. So when you try to cancel that first time, they'll be like, "Oh, we'll give you 2 for half the price." I'll be like, "Okay, sure." So I'll get it for another month. And then after that, they're like, "No, we're not going to give you any more discounts." So I usually cancel it. Yeah. So I did re-up it. And I actually had 2 different accounts because I had 2 different emails. But the thing is, now they have this thing that if it's for the same address, they cancel one of them automatically.
Okay.
Which was a huge bummer because I was using one of them for PS4 games and I was using the other one for Xbox games. They canceled my one for Xbox games. So now they're not sending me any Xbox games. So now I have to go back into it and add all the Xbox games that I wanted to do so that I could do play one or the other. Because they sent me God of War, the new one.
Yeah.
And they sent me The Witcher 3. So both games I've heard great things about. So I really want to get into it. And I'm like, well, I know I've heard Witcher 3 is phenomenal, but it's a long game and it has a lot of stuff. So I'm like,
Yes.
well, I think what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to play it a little bit, see if I like it, send it back. I'm going to get We Happy Few for the wife so that we can play that together because she really wants to play that. And then I don't know, but I'm assuming that the God of War game is shorter and like I'll have more time to beat that. And so if I just hammer like an hour a night with that, hopefully I can beat it within like a week or two, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what but they haven't gotten to me yet. I activated the service early in the week and they haven't sent it to me yet. Another reason that I don't keep the service is because it takes so long to get to you. You know, and it's like, really, there's only point in having the two disc, you know, because it's like you have to have one game while you're sending one out and receive the other because it takes so long. Because if you just do the one game, then you're without a game for like a week or two.
What do you do?
There goes a month, you know, there goes a month, just 2 games. So it's like, yeah, you might as well have the 2 disc, but the 2 disc is $22. So it's like, well, that's expensive for me to be waiting for one game. I'm not really having 2 games at once, you know? So that's why the service kind of sucks. And the other reason the service kind of sucks is, what did I put at the top of my list? Spider-Man.
Yep.
But of course, they didn't send it to me. And they didn't send it to me because it has low availability. So that's the other big problem is that if you want a brand new game, it's probably going to take you a month to get it. So if you have one disc, the thing is they'll usually send you the second disc if it's not available or if it's low availability. So you're never going to get the brand new game that you want. So most likely I'm not going to get Spider-Man 4 within a month. So like I said, that's why I don't usually have the game. But I have so many games that I haven't beaten, like Uncharted 4, that's why I'm not fretting about buying a game for $60-65 brand new, you know?
Yeah, so, I only go the route of buying brand new games maybe 3 times a year. So it's not too bad.
So, but I've seen your screenshots and it's getting me totally hyped for it.
I am stuck in that Scarlet Spider suit, man. That is my suit.
Yeah, and see, that's one thing that I've heard about the Scarlet Spider. I mean, about not Scarlet Spider, but about the Spider-Man game is that certain costume have certain perks, and as a gamer, you go, well, this is the best suit, so I'm going to keep this suit, even though I like this suit. But if you like it enough, you're going to go, screw it, I don't care about the perks, I'm just going to wear the suit.
Well, here's the thing. You can choose whatever suit you want and attach whatever perks you want with it as well.
Oh, no way. So is that like a recent change that they made or what?
Nope, it's been like that since the start.
Okay, because reviews from the reviews that I heard, they said certain perks are only tied to certain outfits.
You unlock certain perks with certain outfits, but once you unlock them, you can use them with any suit you want.
Oh, no way. Okay, cool. Sweetness, even better. So
I'm using the Spider Bro, which is the little gadget in the center of the Stark chest, you know, the Stark one. Spider Bro with the Scarlet Spider outfit. So it is dope. Yeah,
I've heard nothing but good things. How it's just a blast to just, you know, swing around and how like kind of how like regular fights are more fun than big boss fights, just because of the fact that there's so much you can do.
Yeah, there's so many objects you can pick up and throw. I mean, there's so many different moves. It is well done, very well done.
Yeah, I hear the story is really great. That people are like, I like just being Peter Parker and his story because it's so good.
Oh,
you know?
Gosh. Mary Jane, her character model is so gorgeous. That smile, you get to play as her. Oh, so good. So good.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So what about like shows and movies and stuff?
Well, we have Iron Fist Season 2 was released this weekend. Surprise. Yeah. I didn't even know about it. So I will be catching that next weekend.
Yeah, this guy just told me about that from work, and I was going to watch it, but you know how it is. Like if I'm working with somebody, like they don't want to watch the same things as me. So usually, you put on something that especially if it's a show, it's like hard to, you know, it's like, well, it's the second season. I don't know if other people have seen the first season. I don't know if they want to watch it anyway. So I didn't, but I will soon. As soon as I'm by myself and get the chance, I will be watching Iron Fist. I am getting caught up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 6 on Netflix, which is I watched like half of it, or like 6 episodes or something like that on the regular TV. So it's been a long time because I fell behind, and so then they put it out on Netflix. I'm like, okay, I'm getting caught up. It's been a long time, and they're still on the same storyline, and it's been months since I've seen it, and I'm still like, I'm ready for the next freaking arc because I'm tired of this one. Like, this is boring me, like, can we move on to something else? Like, it doesn't have me anymore. Like, it was very interesting and cool at first because it was the Kree and it was the future and it's in space and all this stuff. And then it's like, okay, I'm done with it. Like, I've just, it's at the point where I'm like, I'm checked out when I'm watching it. Like, I'll put it on so it's on in the background, but I'm doing something else.
Yeah.
Like either screwing around on my phone or doing something else on the computer, or something while I'm watching it, because it's just not enticing to me anymore. So I hope the next one's more interesting. I was watching the DC CW shows. I'm finally getting caught up on those, but I was already watching like same thing with Arrow. That one I was like 6 episodes in or something like that, and it was just starting the Deathstroke stuff, so it's just starting to get really good.
Yes.
So that guy's a really great actor that plays Deathstroke, and anytime they have Deathstroke, it's just really cool because you're like, I don't know if he's gonna snap and he's gonna go crazy again, So it's really good. But so Arrow was the one I'd been watching the most. I hadn't been watching any of the other ones. I was waiting for Supergirl to show up on Netflix before I started watching those. And that they're all connected. So once they get to the crossover, you kind of have to watch one for one on all of them.
Yes.
So since I'm way ahead on Arrow, I need to get caught up on all the other ones and then start doing the one for one. So now I'm kind of just doing the one for one for like, I'll do Flash, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow. I like how different the shows are. So that's really cool. So doing the one for one keeps it fresh. I just think that Flash is the funniest because like they'll do something huge at the end of the previous season and then they end up fixing it by the first episode in the new season.
Pretty much.
And I feel like that's not an effective way to feel like to get the brevity of the situation. But I guess it kind of does because they go, oh, it's been 6 months. And it's been about 6 months since the last episode, right?
Yeah.
In between seasons. So I guess so they play off of that. They play off of that. But if you just binge like a season to the season, then it holds no weight for you.
Yeah, there's no consequences.
Right. It feels like there's no consequences. It feels like there's no weight to it. I feel like there was more weight to it this time because they wait until like the last to the end of the episode before they're like, oh, Barry snaps out of his craziness, But
did you catch everything he said while he was in the hospital or whatnot?
Not everything, but it was pretty nuts.
I would definitely recommend going back through and listening to his ramblings because they hold a lot of weight.
Okay. Cool. So I had also watched this it's I think it's a Netflix movie, Hostiles. It's a Western. It's a Western with Christian Bale, and essentially he has to he has to escort these natives back to their homeland, to their burial ground, because like the chief is dying, but he's been in prison for 7 years because they are at war with him, And this is a dude that's like literally killed his fellow soldiers, and he's like, I don't want to escort this guy, and they're like, all right, fine, then you lose everything, like you're gonna lose your pension, you're gonna lose everything if you don't escort him. So you see him like go through the Wild West, like. And he has to protect them, and it ends up being a really great ending where they kind of like, come to terms and stuff with everything. It's really touching. It's really intense, and it's a really phenomenal film. I was really impressed with it.
I'll check it out.
And then I don't know if you watch Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, but I had watched that. I've been watching that too. It's funny. It's Tina Fey writing it. So it's a very Tina Fey show. She's even in it from time to time. She's not the main character. It's Kimmy Schmidt, but I don't know. Even that show, it's kind of gotten to the point where I'm like, I don't care anymore. Like they're focusing more on the side characters than the main character, and not enough on the main character. Like her plot points are falling to the backdrop, and like the side characters are becoming the main. And I'm like, I don't care about the side characters that much. Like in fact,
Yeah.
some of them the side characters annoy me a lot, and
Well, they're
so I'm
side
like,
characters for a reason.
yeah, exactly. So I'm like, I don't. So I'm. It's that's another one where you have to pay attention to it more, but I'm kind of like dropping off. I think they got canceled actually. So I think season 4 might be the last season. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of a good thing because it's kind of on the downslope anyways, you know? Um, so yeah, and then Unforgiven. I watched Unforgiven the other night. It's a Clint Eastwood movie, really good too. But it's kind of weird at the same time because it's like he's this dude where he's an old, he's already older, had to be like in his 40s maybe, and he was like going on this kid came to him and was like, hey, there's this bounty out for these cowboys that cut up this whore's face, because she laughed at his little wiener. um, but it's like, dude, get used to it. But anyways, so yeah, you know, just hey, you got to make up for it in other ways. But anyways, um, so this guy's like, hey man, like my uncle told me you were real badass, so why don't you go with me? And he's like, no, I'm not that guy anymore. I'm married, I got kids, and stuff. But he's poor, so he's like, he ends up going later, finds his old partner and stuff, and then they try to take down these cowboys together. The kid, he can't barely see. The other two, they're old, and they're just like, I don't do that stuff anymore. But then you see him kind of like go back to his old ways, sort of, and become like this badass to like take down like this corrupt sheriff and all, and the cowboys and stuff. It's really crazy and it's really awesome. So yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, I'll check that out because it sounds pretty
Purge,
cool.
I saw the Purge, Quiet Place. What else? Righteous Kill. Those are all great movies, all of them.
I've watched Crazy Rich Asians with my wife.
I heard it
It
was good.
it was not a bad movie. I I have no complaints about it, and that's a lot coming from me.
I heard it was really funny, and I hear like that for other races, especially like Asians, because they don't get represented too much. Like a lot of Asians love it, and I think other races too
I
really
mean,
enjoyed it.
there's nothing wrong with it. It's a great story, good cinematography. Some of the effects in it are really good because I mean, it's a big social thing because it's about rich people. I mean, go figure. So I mean, social media plays a big aspect of it, and they capture that very well. The plot was not bad. It follows the books, I guess, because my wife seemed to enjoy it. So yeah, I recommend it for when it comes out on digital media or DVD.
All right, cool. Yeah, I was thinking about like streaming it or whatever, but I don't know. Just because, yeah, I heard there's a lot of diversity. I've heard it's really funny, so yeah, I might check it out.
Let's see here. What else? I mean, we can talk about some of the Far From Home filming because we've got a little bit of filming from Spider-Man Far From Home being released.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. How is it?
Basically, these shots that have been linked are shots of Nick Fury with one eye missing, of course. Maria Hill and not Foggy, but Happy Hogan. The three of them, and that's all we know.
There is the screenshots too from Captain Marvel.
Oh yes, the release from Entertainment Weekly.
Yes,
Yes.
the scrolls.
Ben Mendelsohn looks great. And
Ronan, so that'll be cool having Ronan back too.
yes, Ronan is back. I'm happy as hell about it. I mean, Nick Fury looks amazing being de-aged. Looks just like he did back in the late '90s. Well, about the mid '90s, really.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I'm looking forward to it. I think they're going to do it justice because a lot of people are complaining, not a lot, but there's some people that are complaining that Captain Marvel is a woman and not a man. And I think they're going to do justice to it, though. I think they're going to do justice to it, though, because they're going to have the original Captain Marvel in it, and he's gonna save her, die, and then pass on the mantle to her, and then she's going to become Captain Marvel. Yeah. So I think it's going to work. They're going to do justice to both, you know. So
something new, something different. Who cares? It's the MCU. It's a completely different universe. It's not 616, and they just got to get over it.
Yeah, ladies can do stuff now. Yeah. Can do all the things, you know.
Well, almost all the things.
More things.
So yeah, that's great. We have Henry Cavill being signed on for the Witcher TV series.
Oh, I heard about that.
That's been done. Talks with Taika Waititi on directing the Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but again, this talks.
Yes, because Disney has made it official. They are not going to go back on their word.
Yeah, James Gunn will not be directing. However, they are using his script. That is the information I have.
Wow.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah. So at least he'll get some of a paycheck. I mean, come on now. Can't really blame him for that. I mean, it's money. It's the Disney. It's the House of Mouse.
Yeah.
You have an image to be with the House of Mouse, and even if that image is tarnished, once it's brought to public daylight, people are going to really fuss about it. I mean, look at Robert Downey Jr. He was on drugs for many, 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 many years, and he still got hired. So
right, yeah, exactly.
But so moving forward, you know, they kind of have to protect their image.
Yeah, for sure. Do you watch Voltron? Do you watch Voltron?
I haven't watched the new few seasons. I'm actually about 2 or 3 seasons behind. So
okay, because I finished the latest season. It's really awesome. I thought it was going to be the last season, especially the way it was going, because it's like this great climax they've been building to, and then of course they end it with a cliffhanger that they're so great at. But yeah, it was really great. That was really great. Did you ever watch the Gotham by Gaslight?
No, I did not. I've been catching up on Fairy Tail. I have been so far behind on Fairy Tail that I want to catch up before the season is released, I believe, next month. So I'm almost caught up.
Yeah, there's just those shows that have that many episodes, I've just given up on them. Like, they're not bad shows. They're good shows, but I'm just like, nope, too much of a commitment for me, of too much time and stuff. That's not how I live. It's just crazy. Yeah. So, but I watched it, and it's really solid. I've never read the books. I want to buy the book now and read it, but I wanted to see the movie first without the bias of reading the book first.
Yeah.
So, and it was really good. I liked it a lot. It was different. It was a nice twist at the end. So it was pretty great. But I also saw Death of Superman.
That was amazing. Oh my goodness.
And it's so great because they're kind of doing this epic. Like, oh my gosh, this is what drives me nuts about DC is like, you know what, DC, if you would do
what you're doing in the animation on your movies, you would be making in lots and lots of money.
Yes, because they've been like they're almost like they're episodic, similar to the Marvel movies, to the MCU. Like, they're killing it with the animation, and it seems like Marvel doesn't know what they're doing with animation. And they don't care. Well, probably because they're making so much money doing the live action movies now. But they have it on lock. DC has it on lock with these animated movies, and like I said, if they would do the exact same thing, they would probably be destroying or be on par at least with Marvel. Because really, when you think about it, these heroes have been around for a lot longer than the Marvel characters. Like, the Super Friends is such an old show. Like, you know, that's the thing, is a lot of people know of these characters. Batman's been huge for so long. You know, even Aquaman, he was on the old Super Friends. Like Superman, you know, Wonder Woman, all these characters, they've been around for so long. And the thing is, they actually have people that play them well, you know, I think. But
Bruce Green was doing a great job.
If they would just stick to the stories, whether they did new 52 stories or they did old 52 stories, if they would just stick to it, they would be good, because that's what they're doing and that's the thing, is they still play some liberties in the animated movies with the comics. They don't stick exactly to what happened in the New 52 comics. They kind of mash them up, sort of, and it ends up really great.
Well, in the original Death of Superman comics, it was like a B-list Justice League. I mean,
Yes.
Batman having Nightfall, Wonder Woman was off somewhere doing her little Amazon thing. Green Lantern was out in space, and Hal Jordan was dead. I mean, none of those characters were in that. Yet they brought it all into that animated movie with those characters and made it fantastic. It was amazing. And Doomsday going down to Atlantis and squishing those guys' heads like they're watermelons. Oh, that was it. That's when I knew I had to watch the movie, like binge it, like to watch the whole thing.
Yeah, it's phenomenal what they're doing with that series. And I'll be honest, like I was terrified for Batman, and Batman is a royal BA in these movies, and that's what he needs to stay as. Is like
Yes.
even though he's human, he's the only one that survives. I feel like like it and that's so like there's a lot of gravity to this because we've been watching these characters over a series of movies.
It's been like what, 10 movies?
It's been a few. I don't know if it's been that much, but it's been quite a few. And that's we see everyone go for it, like Wonder Woman, Aquaman, like all of them, and they're getting like their biggest fighters. And even with Superman, like Superman, I could not care less in the movie when Doomsday killed him for the live action. I could not care less, and the way that whole thing was handled was awful. But then when I watched this, I came to tears, like legitimately. I came to tears. It was so intense and so emotional. I feel like the only thing that could be done better is probably the relationship between him and Lois.
Lois, yeah.
That's if they would have made that more concrete before that happened instead of waiting until that moment, then I would have cared more about that relationship.
Yes.
But I think you've been watching all the movies, you've been seeing it grow over time. So that's a part of it too. So phenomenal movie. Yeah, those that like they're just killing it. They're definitely worth buying.
And the teaser for the Return of Superman or Reign of the Superman, oh, that looks great.
Oh yeah, they're doing the Supermen, or whatever, all that. They're doing that whole saga. Yeah, that'll be phenomenal to see.
And that comes out in a couple of months, I believe.
And then even I think they're doing the kind of like the Batman and Robin arc too soon, where Batman was gone for a while, and then it was Dick and Damian teaming up as Batman and Robin. That's going to be really cool to see as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that either.
They're going to kind of do like the Battle for the Cowl storyline, and then the Batman and Robin like first arc, I think. So, yeah, that'll be really cool.
They'll probably wind that up after they finish up Superman's thing.
Yeah, for sure. So, I don't know about you, but I think that's. Oh, I did hear something about Predator and Predator, sexual predator, that there's Shane Black hired his buddy that's a registered sexual offender, and Olivia Munn called it out because she's in that movie, and now this is a big thing.
Yeah, and now they've cut a scene. It releases this coming Friday, and none of the other members of the cast are talking to her whatsoever. So
yeah, now she's being shunned because she called this thing out. So that's I don't know either.
I think there's problems in Hollywood, and they need to be sorted out by the directors and by the companies and stuff before it gets to this point.
I was going to say firing squad, but I think what you said is better.
I think it's more politically correct.
Yes, it's more
logical.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's it. Predator has become sexual predator, and that's all.
Yeah.
Right. But at least we can depend on Captain Marvel, right?
Yeah. Of course, strong female. Yeah, she'll set everybody straight, and if not, she'll turn binary and kill everybody.
I know. I'm so jacked about seeing her go binary. I'm like, oh my god. So
see how her co-pilot is Photon?
No.
Yeah, her co-pilot is Photon, and Photon's daughter was Captain Marvel in the comic books, even led the Avengers there for a bit.
Okay, sweetness.
Yeah, so we'll see some of that. Maybe we'll see Monica pop up in a future Avengers flick and then go, hey, my mom was your co-pilot, da-da-da-da-da. So, yeah, we'll see.
All right, cool. Well, I think that's it, right?
Yeah. Thanks for talking nerdy to me, bud.
Yeah, it's been a blast, man. Thank you. Likewise.
And anybody watching us, whatnot, coax the rest of the team that you like this. I mean, maybe if we get more voices on here, more members of TNT on the show on this, we can make it more of a regular thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I know it's great to hear from Tonebone because he's into Japanese stuff. He's hardcore into anime, and and he's into different games. And that's what you just when you bring more people in, you get more different views and aspects of stuff. And that's always great to just have more, different angles. He's into the WoW and stuff like that. So to get an update on WoW would be cool. So yeah, tell him, go on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, what else? Is there YouTube? Anything, all of it, website. Make a comment, say we want Tonebone on there. We want Slay J, we want whatever. Everybody to show up.
We want the cabal.
Yes. So that's it. So talk nerdy to me.
Talk nerdy to me.
Stay nerdy, planet Earth.